Hey everybody, so to get the complete evolution chain of Hendricksen here, you actually need to complete a quest and pick up that reward. And that mission is to clear his quest with 3 collab characters. Now let's say you're in a similar situation as I was, where you were not lucky enough to pull any of the featured 5-6 star monsters from the hatcher. So what do you have to deal with? Well, you can still use the standard events that were available for the quest and use Elizabeth, who you can get from the missions, Guild Thunder, who you can get from the extreme quest that's on all days for the collab event. And from my friends list, I'm borrowing Meliodas. And from my personal box, I am bringing along Pandora. Now, Pandora has actually some downsides to this stage, so we'll go over that shortly, because I've already, destroyed the Pierce Obstructor here, who is the key to this stage. Now, when you destroy the Pierce Obstructor, he gives off a flare, and that flare will increase the defense of all of your monsters in range. Now, you have to be fairly close to the Obstructor to get that bonus, so do keep that in mind as you clear the stage. On top of that, you want to be careful of a particular attack from Hendricksen here, and you should see it right now. So that big white blast, it doesn't do any damage, but okay, it does a little damage, but what it does is it debuffs all your monster. And what you don't want to do is destroy the Pierce Obstructor before that attack, and then basically lose all of your defense up bonuses. Now, I think I was trying to push everyone closer to that Pierce Obstructor. It looks like I kind of was a little too weak on that angle, so unfortunately Pandora and Meliodas did not make it. Now, it's okay for the early stages, but it's going to be crucial that you are in range once we get to the actual boss stages, so consider this practice for that, because if you don't have it during your boss stages, you're pretty much going to lose. So now, what I was saying about Pandora being a double-edged sword here. Now, of course, her bump combo is amazing, but it's her gauge ability that can actually mess you up. It is the barrier fuel. So, it'll give a barrier to the last person she hits, given that she hits everybody on your team. Now, what's the problem with that? Well, a barrier also protects you from status effects, good or bad. So, if your monster has the barrier on it, and you pop the Pierce Obstructor for his flare, you actually will not get the defense up. Now, of course, you will be able to absorb some of the damage with the barrier, I believe, but it's not going to be enough. And that flare will not release the barrier from your monsters, so it doesn't even do enough damage to do that. So I'm trying to find a way so that I don't completely destroy the Obstructor, I think. Or make sure that at least Pandora is in the right side at the end. Because when you're that close, the irregular bounces can certainly happen. And you saw as I was moving it around that the bounce path was quite erratic. And I guess the one thing to keep in mind with this team, at the very least, is that only Pandora has null damage wall, I think. So the damage walls don't hurt that much, to be honest. But of course, you get yourself in the wrong position, you keep hitting it over and over, that can surely cost you for sure. And that knight on the bottom right, he does a lot of damage. This that Kidan, that energy pulse attack, that is really powerful. As you can see, I lost I think that was almost half of my health right there. And I mean, maybe that's in part due to the fact that I think it hit Guild Thunder a lot, which is light, so the elemental bonus damage there. But anyways, if you have the opportunity, I would definitely take out that knight as soon as possible. It'll help you out for sure, and get that defense up there. I completely died. Alright, so was hoping Elizabeth would end up, towards the bottom half so that more people will get healed up, but that's alright. Alright, so now here comes the I mean, of course it is the boss. There you go. And this is the form that you can only unlock by completing this quest with 3 collab characters. So now again, you want to make sure to not take down the Pierce Obstructor before the debuff flare right here happens. So keep in mind that's the bottom right number. So do not destroy the Pierce Obstructor on your very first turn. Now, once that happens, then you want to try and supply everybody with that defense up. Because if you don't, well, we'll see it when that attack happens. It's going to cause a lot of pain. And luckily Meliodas was able to take down that last one so that Pandora and Meliodas can be fully protected. So now we don't have to worry. Now this pulsing attack is the one that we need to watch out for. It will attack the monster that is the closest to Hendricksen. So this looks like it will be Elizabeth in this case. And that took... Now let's keep that in mind. That was 18,000 damage. Even with the defense up. If you don't have the defense up, I think it almost did like 40,000 damage. And whatever it was, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my, ooh. Yeah, I mean, I almost died that first time. I eventually did die, of course, but your max HP is completely reduced, and it will happen again. As you can see, that timer for the pulsing attack is fairly low. Now you might be tempted to go for the weak point there, but keep in mind, if you end up doing that, then Meliodas is going to be stuck there closest to Hendricksen without the defense up. He's going to be way too far away to be getting that defense up. So make sure you are always prioritizing positioning such that you can get that defense up. Right? I mean, losing that much HP is almost inviting. You're gonna die. I don't know if you can win with that. So Meliodas gets hit for 18,000 and we lose that much from our max HP as well. And so if you haven't run the Sacred Beasts level, the one that shows up occasionally while the tower isn't up, you've probably seen that gimmick there. But aside from that, it's not... I don't think we've seen this in other places. Maybe I think with Asuka's strike shot from the Evangelion collab had that too. Alright, so we got a little unlucky there. I don't think that defense up Pierce Obstructor came up when he revived some of those monsters. So had to get rid of Hendricksen ASAP there. And so now we're just playing it safe. I don't think I'm gonna waste that much time to try and get Elizabeth's strike shot back up. Or maybe I did. Well, no. Guild Thunder's bomb combo is actually really strong. As you can see, almost 200k damage there. So maybe I was thinking about doing that, but completely forgot about Guild Thunder's bomb combo there. Alright, so final stage. Again, make sure you get your monsters as close to the Pierce Obstructor as possible. Elizabeth is kind of in a... well, I guess it's her turn, so that'll work out. Or not. Get stuck behind the knight. But the important thing is that she is the farthest away, so she probably will not get hit by the super attack. And here I almost forgot that Guild Thunder doesn't have... Oh, okay. I'm assuming I was probably just hoping that it would stay up. Hendricksen there, but luckily that didn't happen. And now we're at minimal HP here, so I'll be honest. As you can see, I did this in the morning. I had to wake up early. I'm not sure what I was thinking here. I probably could have gone vertical with the ninja and then go for some weak point damage, but I decided to go crazy, probably hoping to hit Pandora there on the top and just, you know, finishing it off, but that didn't actually happen. Now, luckily, there's no big attacks coming anytime soon from anybody. So I get a free shot with Elizabeth here, and hoping to end up on the top so that I can just heal up. I prioritized Pandora's bomb combo here. Not even sure why I went to the right side. I don't know. Anyways, it wasn't pretty, but some good timing there. And hey, that's enough to clear the mission for Hendricksen, and you only need to do that Hendricksen's 2 Evo forms freely without using any items, which is pretty awesome. Mission is available throughout the collab, so you don't have to wait for it to unlock, unlike the other missions to get more of the Elizabeths, so you can max like her. But yeah, let's just go check out the missions directly again. You go to the missions and then hit that bottom left button, and then it will now unlock that Evo form for you. Alright, guess I wasn't going to show it anyway. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.